Welcome to the news on STV channel with your host, Daniel Ekibu. In line with the government's efforts to restore decency at the ever-busy Otovwodo Junction in Ughelli Delta State, the leadership of Otovwodo community has issued a stern warning to those trading along the roadside to either comply with directives giving them to quit trading in that area or be ready to face stiff disciplinary measures from the community. The community has also frowned at the despicable act of dumping refugees indiscriminately along the roads within the Otovwodo Junction and right inside the beautiful square, threatening to deal ruthlessly with anyone caught in the act henceforth. The president of Otovwodo community, Mr. Otovwodo-Ughelli, gave the warnings when he led members of his executives on an inspection exercise at the Otovwodo Junction, Thursday 29th May 2025, which was the community's market day, where he shares those trading along the roads, including on the walkways. Mr. Ogbaruba was visibly angry with the traders for defying repeated warnings from the local government to desist from littering the area with their waste, said it was no longer acceptable as his leadership would henceforth closely monitor activities at the junction to enforce the government's well-intended efforts of ridding the area of the dangerous roadside trade and sustaining the beautification works going on in the area. He lamented that it was appalling to see that despite the efforts and huge amounts of money flowed into both the beautification of the Otovwodo Junction and installation of barricades along the roadside by the government, traders were still defiantly crossing the barricades to shed wares on the roadside, describing the situation as a height of stubbornness, which would henceforth be met with stiff sanctions from the community.
Usually the Otovwodo market day is every 4 days, and today happens to be market day. You can see the surge of street trading around this place. We have made good effort to move them from here. So recently they were moved with the effort of the government, the responsible government representative here, which is the local government council chairman, and the community we met. They were moved from here to Okokwe. Although the place also needs some level of improvement, but the more you ask these people to leave, as soon as you push them away, the next 5 minutes when you are out, they come back to the road. Personally, we are not happy. Just look at this. The beautification the governor is doing is a welcome idea that the governor is beautifying the town. We also want to make our effort to support the government, to support the government of the day, yes, Governor to support him so that the beautification of Delta State, especially in our community over here, can be worthwhile. So that's why we are here this morning to ask the traders to leave the streets and go to the designated place to do their business.
Mr. Ogbaruba commended the state governor, Sheriff Oborewori, and the Ughelli North government chairman, Pastor Charo Ebu, for the vision to beautify the Otovwodo Junction as part of the wider developments going on in the community, assuring that on the part of the community, the leadership will ensure that they play its expected role of protecting and maintaining public infrastructure given to them. The community leader who brought in security personnel to chase traders from the walkways, including those who crossed the barricades of trade on the roadside, also warned those trading inside the special mechanic workshop and adjoining streets within the junction to move to the new market created for them at Okogbe.
We also call the attention of the Nigerian police. If you look around, you will see the police who are assisting us to make our work legal, so that the presence of the police will give us some backup, some buffer, that the traders will realize that we are not joking about this matter. And we are also making effort to see that they do not come to the road. Between the hours of 3 p.m. to about 9:30 p.m., This place is a source, you cannot go through it. The community is not in support of this level of illegality.
During the exercise, a member of the community's executive took time to announce around the market, informing the traders, especially those trading indiscriminately around the junction, that the community would begin the enforcement of the stiffer measures beginning from the next market day.
From next market day, nobody should trade here from next market day. Anybody they see, they will arrest you. Anybody they see, they will arrest you. From next market day, everybody should object to approval.
The Thursday morning exercise, which ran for several hours, saw the restoration of sanity to the area, with motorists and other road users having better access to the road after the roadside traders were cleared out by the president and his team. That is the size of the news bulletin. Tons of viewing. Always keep it with STV channel.